What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag, to you. All right. I know y'all hear the construction. Same old, same old. Oh, how many pages of notes? Okay. Now I know that I was supposed to have started reviewing other shows, and I have not. I have not watched. No, I did. Okay, I'm lying. I did start my review for Little Women last week, but I missed the beginning and the end, and my husband was in the way. So I actually started recording. Uh, I don't know how many minutes of recording, and then he's like, "Oh, you have to come with me somewhere," and I left, and it just never got done. It's somewhere on the computer. I might have even deleted it, thinking it was some. I don't know. You know what? I did, because I thought it was the other show, because I did it on the same day. I was wearing the same outfit. Oh well, let's get into this. All right, so last week it ended with Money having that fight, right? Moreland literally has to grab Money and throw her in his room and close the door behind him because she is so turned. Minnie is sitting there like, really? Like, what the fuck? She's on Money's side. So you know, with the shady shit she been doing and how she been trying to act towards Money, for her to be on Money's side, these tricks is off the hook. And Juicy's on Money's side too. But she's saying that she really wished that Money hadn't stooped to their level because they was out of control. They was wrong. So I guess it's the next day. Juicy decides to take Charity and Hope to the nail shop to get some pedicures so that they could talk over whatever happened with them and Money, and so she could let them know that that was fucked up what they did, and that she is here for Money because yeah, all right. Oh, they're getting that pedicure, and she was like, I ain't never had one of these. What is the pedicure? Juicy's the face that she made when the girl asked what was it called, a pedicure. So Juicy just not gonna move her eyeballs at all. She just staring at her like, I can't believe that y'all ain't never had pedicure before. She's gonna act like they feet stink. But here's the thing. Okay, I do get pedicures. I actually had one yesterday. But I went many years without getting one. Okay, because my family don't play that. All right. So for damn sure, when I was a kid, you ain't getting nothing done. Not your nails. Not. No, I can get my nails done if I do it myself. My family don't pay for nothing. All right, cheap as hell. So yeah, I didn't start getting pedicures till I got older, and I got ugly toe. I gotta keep it covered. All right, but yeah, they ain't never had no pedicure before. So Juicy goes on to tell them, well, look, I don't like what y'all did. And I feel like y'all, ambushed Money. Y'all came for her. Y'all attacked her. And it wasn't like she was attempting to defraud the system. She was really just trying to take care of her son. And y'all should understand that because y'all got kids. Now, the funny part is my husband was here when that happened. He was like, they got kids? He's shady as hell. Yes, they got kids. Ugly people do it too. All right? And they are ugly. So, yeah. Anyway, they was like, y'all, you right. You gotta take care of your kids. If she was right, I'm sure you already knew you have to take care of your kids before doing this. So I still don't see the point in having done it. Get it? All right. Well, they was like, all right, well, that's true. Then they start talking about, but we didn't think it was gonna do, what it did, and she was like, well, y'all was going back and forth. And one of them, I guess is, which one is the one? Charity, I believe, is the one that was talking all of the shit. If they switch up the makeup, I can't tell them apart. Whatever. So she was like, well, I didn't throw no stuff. And she's like, it don't even matter. Tacky. It don't even matter that you didn't throw nothing. And Juice is getting pissed off because they don't seem to really be understanding why she's actually mad. So they feel like you could bring up some shit like that that's disrespectful and embarrassing and literally so personal and nobody's business. It really doesn't get any more personal and not nobody's business. So Just the fact that you don't throw stuff, bitch, you shouldn't have been there talking no shit. And then the other one was like, well, I just want to make friends, you know. Uh, and Juicy like, well, you know, when y'all was younger, we all was doing, you know, crazier stuff. And they're like, you right, you right. I used to have a switchblade, and yeah, I pull out knives and stab people. She was like, so y'all talking about money is hood, and y'all motherfuckers is hood? They was like, well, we, you know, we left that life behind. It's like, well, money left that shit behind. Like, that shit is the past. She don't live there no more. She don't even got custody of her son. Like, this was irrelevant as fuck to do. And just like, you want to leave some shit in the past, you need to let her leave that shit in the past as well. So yeah, she goes on. Oh well, the one that said that she is she just want to make friends, and she said friends before foes. I'm a friend before a foe. And then the other littler one, or I don't know if she was just sitting funny in the chair, but she was like, well, I'm a foe before a friend. She the one that's always doing the ugly little monster hand thing. She's so petty and ugly. Anyway, Juicy makes them promise that they won't start no shit because they need to get along with all of the girls, you know, because she felt bad. She invited them to Malik's party, his three-year birthday party, so that they could make some friends, and because apparently they supposedly have, you know, kids that are around Meeks. They call Malik Meek because they're around Malik's age, you know what I mean? So they would have fun at the party. Then Money meets with Bree. She goes to Bree's house, and I guess she probably drunk from whatever the hell they was drinking on that boat. And, you know, Bree gets her some water, and then they start talking about the fight. And she's like, well, you know, I just went off. Like, Bree agrees that it's definitely out of control, the shit that the twins did. She didn't like it and all of that. But Money says that Moreland is super mad, and he not even speaking to her like at all. She don't know what to do. And then they start talking about Meek's party, and Money is like, well, who all gonna be there? And Bree is like, basically everybody, including those girls. But she was like, but Juicy said that they, you know, they have kids my son's age. So, you know, just want his party to be fun and him to maybe meet some more friends, and that would be cute and cool. And Money is like, oh my God. So Bree is basically saying that, like, right then, right there, these bitches better keep it together. So she was like, I know that Money is saying that, you know, she has a hard time holding her temper. She's like, but she really needs to hold her temper and not mess up my baby's party, because mama don't play that. I'm like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. It seemed like she might not be scared of Money, or she might just know that Money ain't gonna hurt her. There's really no reason to, you know what I mean? But whatever. Yeah, mama has no patience. That's what she said. Then Andrea and Amanda. Amanda goes to visit Andrea. Andrea's like laid out on the couch. And she's like, well, hey sister, are you hungry? She's like, yes, I'm always hungry. Where's Chris? I don't know. She goes to make her something to eat, and while she's making it, she's like, well, Andrea's like, so what you been up to? What you been doing? She's like, oh, I went to a boat party yesterday. You know, the girl, she was like, it was crazy. And then the new twins were, and Andrea's like, twins, new twins? She was like, oh my God, really? They're new twins? She was like, what are they like? Are they pretty? Amanda was like, what'd she do with her lips? You want the truth or a lie? Well, you know what? She is a nicer person than me, because my tacky ass would have been like, girl, they are so ugly. But she never said they were ugly. She just alluded to it. So I guess Andrea knew what she was saying. She was like, well, do they dress nice? No. She was like, they dress like they're bums. Like they put on anything. So they got no fashion sense whatsoever. All right. So then she brings her the food. She tries to feed her, and she's like, what the fuck is you doing? She's like, girl, I'm your sister. Stop acting like that. Eat this egg bread. What the hell is that? Okay, I have seen it before, and I cannot remember what the hell it's called. Is it something about tadpole? The huevos? I don't know. It's a piece of bread with a hole in it, and then you put an egg in a hole, and then cook it, whatever. So when she sit down, she's like, all right, well, I just got one question. Do you really not want me in the delivery room? And Andrea's like, well, she not sure. And then Amanda, I think that this is where Amanda went wrong. She said not sure, right? Which kind of means maybe, right? Which is different than her definite no, you can't be there. So I don't think it was a good time for her to start downing Chris again, because apparently that's the shit that Andrea be getting mad about. But she was like, well, you think Chris is gonna be there? Like, he wasn't there the last time. Like, I don't know why you would think he would be. And then Andrea got aggravated, and she was like, you know what? Whatever, fine. And she got mad as hell. She got up, slammed the shit, slammed the door, turned the lights off, and left the sister in the dark. Because she was sitting in the dark any damn way when she came in. She's like, what the fuck is you in the dark for? So yeah, you know what, bitch, stay in the dark. So she was mad as hell when she walked out. Because she really does want to be in the delivery room. All right. Then you got money. Somewhere, some restaurant, getting pastry and juice and all of this shit, and she waiting for Moreland. When he finally comes, she was like, well, here, I got you some treats. Have some treats. Have these treats. I was so nervous that I got you too many drinks. She's nervous as hell. Is he beating her? I'm still saying she got a sweet ass deal. He paid all the bills, man. All right. Well, actually, she might get unemployment. Oh, I know y'all hear the helicopter. I'm still not stopping, okay? I live by the police station and in the hood, all right? So, all of that. So she was like, well, eat the treats. And he was like, nah, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. So she's trying to apologize for fighting, for going off, for going crazy the night before. And he does not appear to be here for it at goddamn all. But here's the thing that I'm not getting. His sentence, the shit that he said was, well, you know, I ain't feeling this shit. People keep on bringing up this food stamp stuff. When do people keep bringing up this food stamp stuff? I was like, that's made up. First of all, one person brought it up one time. And Money is like, you can't be mad at that. Like, I told you about that when I first met you, so you already knew about it, and then one stalking ass motherfucker found out and brought it up, and it's happened all of one time. So the whole "it keeps coming up" argument doesn't even make any sense. And I'm wondering why it seems that he seems to have a problem with it. To me, it seems like he got a problem with her having been on welfare and people having known. So I guess he does make enough money to pay all of the bills and stuff, and her being associated with welfare, you know, people that kind of like look down on certain things, like for it to be in the past that you was on welfare, probably would have been a shame, probably wouldn't date somebody that's on welfare or something along those lines. And now that people know that she was once on welfare, he feels like it's affiliated with him. I don't know, that's the kind of weird ass vibe that I'm getting, because it doesn't seem to make sense that he would have said that specific thing, because that's dumb and doesn't have anything to do with their actual relationship. Yeah. So she's like, well, I can't help what people say. Like, I didn't say it. I didn't come to a party and announce it to people. Like, this conversation don't make no motherfucking sense. So she shut that down already. But she is saying that she do know that Moreland is worth fighting for. And she is refusing to give him up. So he's saying that he don't know what's up with nothing. He's just like, man, he act like the worst thing that ever could happen happened. I'm like, am I wrong that it's not? Is it more serious than I think it is? Because I feel very brushed under the ruggy about it. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck. Based on what it is that they did to her, I would expect for my husband to be totally on my side and probably not have even pushed me in that damn room and let me act a damn fool. But he probably wouldn't want me to get arrested, so yeah, bring me into the room. But don't attack me about my temper when somebody's doing or saying things like that to me. Yeah. And then he goes on to say, well, you know, I still love you, but this is what I don't get, Moreland. All right. I don't know if this is a fake storyline because it don't make no sense. But why did he have to say I still love you? Why would he not love his fiance anymore because somebody came and said that she used to be on food stamps and they in front of everybody and humiliated her and then she got into a fight with them? Is that a regular reason that people stop loving people? Do you actually love somebody if you stop loving them because someone else did something to them and you didn't like their reaction? So she's basically saying, I really want you to be by my side. I'm really working on it and whatever. He like, you ain't working hard enough. Like, I don't know where this relationship going. I think he's blowing this whole shit out of proportion. I don't think it's that fucking serious. I mean, it could be, but I mean, there's no jail time, no cops was called. Like, what would be his reason for not? Emily calls Bree to talk about Meek's birthday because apparently, she has been at all of his birthday parties since he was born because there's only 3, so his other 2 parties. And she won't be there because she's still in Texas with JJ. So Emily tells her, yeah, the party's going down. And she's like, well, who's going to be there? Like, I'm going to invite all the girls and including these new twins. And, Emily's like, well, what are the twins like? And she's like, man, they invited us on a boat. And then when we got on the boat, just like really flipped the script on money and brought up some shit about some food stamps or something, try to humiliate her. And, Bree doesn't like it. It's out of line. So Emily is like, this is just like ratchet ghetto ass nonsense. Like I thought that I was sad that I've been missing stuff, but apparently I'm not missing nothing. If motherfuckers is at food stamp, it's conversation at parties. So yeah. They start talking about JJ and his trach surgery, and I'm going to skip over that. Okay. All right. Andrea, I wrote the wrong name. Okay, Andrea is going into labor. Okay, she's in the hospital. The doctors are freaked out because she's anemic apparently, so she's gonna have to get blood injected. I forget what the hell you call it, but you know what I mean. And Chris is not around, so Amanda, just like we already knew, is there for her sister, just like she said she would be. She's all suited up and cleaned up. Chris does call. And Andrea is talking to him, and he's like, well, yeah, well, tell him to wait. And she was like, they can't wait. So the baby is pressing or whatever, and she had to have an emergency C-section. So the doctor is like, no, there's no waiting for emergency C-sections. Like, we need to get you down in the operating room, like pronto, okay? All right, so Amanda is in there with her and everything and is all excited. Well, I know Andrea she's upset and she's stressed. And Brandon is there, Amanda's boyfriend, and Minnie is there, okay? Because Amanda called Minnie like, oh my God, my sister's going in labor. So they're all there. And Brandon and Minnie are in the waiting room. Talking about basically like Amanda and Andrea's situation lately. And Brandon's like, well, it's good that she's in there with her, but they haven't even been talking lately. Like they're not even friends or some shit. And then Amanda comes out and they're like, what's up? What happened? And she's like, well, Chris showed up. So he said that he would be there like 20 minutes. I guess 20 minutes had come and gone by the time he got there. So Amanda was really, really mad that he wasn't there. But, I mean, I wouldn't expect him to be home all of the time for the rest of his life because his girlfriend is there. Like, I'm sure you weren't there until you actually came there. Like, you don't live there. He lives there, but she can't go outside, and he needs to leave sometimes. So, I don't know. I wasn't so mad. And then it seemed like she was okay with it, too. She was like, well, at least he's here, So, yeah, she's mad, and I know she wanted to be in there. I don't know why they don't just let 2 people be in there, I think it's an extenuating circumstance that you have an actual twin. Because of the weird closeness thing. I don't know if that's a factor for doctors. I don't know if they don't give a fuck about that, but I don't know. I don't know if she could have made a suggestion or hey, I'm going to need both of them in here, but whatever. She said she asked Andrea, well, who do you want? And she was like, well, Chris, because he's, the father. And like I said, Amanda said, well, he is the dad, so she does kind of understand, even though she was sad and kind of hurt. But while they're out there, she gets a text, and I guess they happened fast as hell, and they got Aubrey, so she was born already. And they're all looking at the picture on the phone and passing it around. And, you know, Amanda's super emotional. She's an auntie again. She thinks the baby is so beautiful. And the baby, I was like, well, is this a close-up? Because the baby looked big as hell. And it's a little person, too. But they were saying that you can tell that the baby is little from the shoulders, but the rest of the body looks big. I like the whole damn baby looked big to me. Can we move the camera back? What the hell? All right. So the twins' parents came because they came as soon as Amanda told them that Andrea was going into, you know, emergency labor because, you know, she's a little person. She's very little. She had very complicated pregnancies, very high risk. She's been on bed rest. And something is obviously going wrong where she has to have this emergency thing. And her baby's also going to be a little person. So, yeah, they stressed. So they flew out there and they got her little son, Andre, with them as well. Let me see. Oh, so they asked a little Andre, you want to meet your sister? And he like, no. Come on. You have a sister now. No. Where's your sister? No, mama. He like, fuck all that. Where's my mother? I don't know, how can he tell the twins apart? But I guess, you know, you just know your mother. But he like, mama. They look at their pictures and shit. The baby, swiping that shit the fuck out of here. Mama, where is she? Yeah. So I guess they told him that he was going to see his mother, and that's all he give a damn about. So he takes the phone. He's off somewhere playing, and they're asking about the baby. So the baby is supposed to be, like, healthy, doesn't have many complications. She does have is it a feeding or a breathing tube? Shit, I didn't even write it, but whatever. The baby is fine, not in the incubator or any of that sort of stuff. But they said that she was breathing really fast. So I guess it's a breathing tube. And they thought that she might choke or something like that. So maybe it's a feeding tube. Okay, don't quote me. I don't know which kind of tube it is. But yeah, baby has a tube, so she will have to, you know, be in a hospital and get a little bit of help with whatever thing is helping her with. But for the most part, she's a pretty healthy semen for a little person, baby. So they're in their apartment and they go into the baby room like, oh, let's check out the baby room. And it is not no motherfucking baby room, okay? It's just a room with some shit off to the side. And the father is like, it's not fucking painted in here. There's no baby furniture, no toys. He was like, it's very cold and yuck in here. Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, it should really be decorated. I mean, the baby is born. Like, it wasn't like you didn't know the baby was coming or whatever. Like, you got all of these months. He was like, he could have at least painted the room. Like, even if they didn't have money for furniture or nothing. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, well, shit, maybe he can't paint. And maybe he can't, because we all know how useless Chris is. Okay, so next, Juicy invites Money to some cooking class for some, I guess, like celebrity chef that came down to her radio station and cooked for her or whatever. And she's doing it because she's trying to make it up to Money for bringing those girls, because she feels, you know, responsible for the whole goddamn situation. Money apparently can't cook, so Money is happy as hell. Like, I'm so glad that she brought me here to do this, because I can't cook for shit. And, you know, she's trying to get Moreland back. It's to my, you know, food is the way to a man's heart, through his stomach, whatever the hell. Y'all know how it go. So Juicy does actually apologize to her for the twins. And she was like, you don't have to apologize for them. I mean, I know you don't have no control over other people, what they do and what they say. Like, that was all on them. And then they're talking about Meek's party. And Juicy's like, well, they're going to be there. And I think they call it Drummond twins, because people just kept on saying. And I'm like, what is it that they're saying? So I think it's the Drummonds. Like, what the hell is that show called? Different Strokes, Mr. Drummond? Okay. I'm like, facts of life. Yeah. So they kept on calling them the Drummond twins. But, well, Money is like, I feel like they really tried to come for me. They tried to humiliate me and embarrass me, and I just don't want to be around them. But Juicy's trying to talk her into still going to the party. And she's just like, I don't trust them. I don't want to be around somebody that would, do that to me. And they just kind of letting the conversation go. But we do know that money is going to go, and try to be civil because she's trying to keep her shit straight with Moreland and all of that. And the Ugg twins have promised that they're gonna be nice. They ain't gonna start no shit. So we gonna see. All right. Amanda and her mother go shopping for cribs and stuff because Andrea is still in the hospital with the baby because of course she had a C-section and her little surgery and all of that shit. And she's just mad and she's like, well, I mean, what kind of father is Chris? Like, they don't have a crib. They don't have a bassinet. They don't have anywhere for the baby to sleep. They don't have shit. And her family is winding up having to do it. So she's pissed off and she starts telling her mother. She's like, well, normally I don't tell my mother about my sister's relationship, but fuck him. And fuck her too for right now. So I do think that Amanda kind of overstepped her boundaries, but I think I might have told too. Just because when she was crying before, when her sister kicked her out of her room and told her she couldn't be in a delivery room, and she was like, I'm telling Dad because we supposed to stick together. And I just think that's so cute, even though they grown ladies. They're like, we ain't allowed to do this. So yeah, she told her mother that Chris tried to block the door and not let her in, and he was like, oh, this is our family and why don't you leave? And she went in anyway. And then Andrea accused her of being loud and rowdy and starting all of this trouble. And her mother is just like, that's not really like her. So maybe she's under like so much stress that she don't really even know what the hell she doing. So she's really, really worried about her, which is why she came out there. And she really wants Chris to grow the fuck up and be a man. Like, he really needs to take care of his family. And yeah, she got 2 kids by him. So that is his family right now. And he ain't, And then Amanda said that he wasn't there at the birth, at the beginning. I don't know if they edited it out, that he actually did show up. Because I think it would be shady to make it seem like he didn't show up at all. Because her mother was really, really mad. Like, I don't like that. That's fucked up, blah, blah. And I'm like, he did show up, though. He just wasn't there. I mean, you can't know when someone's going to go into a sporadic, erratic labor. So if you happen to not be at home, you have to find out that it's happening and rush to the hospital, which is what he did. So I don't know how I feel about that, even though I hate Chris, okay? Hate Chris. I don't know. I think they might be being a little bit too hard on him for that one specific thing. All the other shit, fuck them. You know what I mean? Oh, and then Amanda's like, well, how do you feel about Andrea getting Andre back? And she was like, well, basically, they moved out there to Atlanta for their independence because their parents kind of treat them like babies. And of course, at some point, Andrea's going to want her 2 kids to be together, so they're not separated, so they know each other and all of that. And her mother damn near had tears in her eyes like, no, I'm not going to allow that shit to happen. She's saying Andre is like their son. The doctors there are doing such a great job with whatever his disabilities are. So she brought up the health and everything, but really it came down to he's been living with them for so long. He's like a daily part of their life, and she don't want him to go. She basically want to steal her daughter's kid. So she like, no. So I don't know if she has the legal right to do that, especially since Andrea left her kids in her care. I don't know if she signed any sort of papers and things like that. But if she did, she may run into some problems trying to get her son back from her parents. I don't know if that's going to be a real thing, but it seems like it could be a possibility, especially the way that her mother seemed to take issue with the fact that she might want her son back at some point. Okay, so Andrea, Chris, and Lil Andre are back at the apartment. She's just coming back from the hotel. Aubrey is still at the hospital with the tube for whatever, and they just have to visit her there for however long she's still going to be there. So she's sitting there on the couch, and she's telling Chris, she was really, really upset and scared when he wasn't there when she was at the hospital about to have the C-section. And he was like, but I showed up though. She was like, yeah, but I'm just talking about before you showed up, like how I felt. And he was like, but I did come. So yeah, change the subject. And she was like, whatever, fine. Fine. I guess you're right. And then she's like, well, we're not even prepared. Like, we don't have a crib. And I think they got a bassinet. And he was like, well, what she need a crib for anyway? Because she's so small. Cribs are for babies. Small people. So Andrea got attitude because she was like, this motherfucker's not taking this seriously. And I don't think so either with a dumbass answer like that. Yeah, and she's upset. She's telling him that her parents are coming. And he's like, when? Like right now. Like in a few minutes. Like they're on their way. They should be coming any minute. He's like, oh, I was going to go get something to eat. When? Because you didn't mention this before. Yeah, I got to go. He's scared as hell because he know that her parents is going to get in that ass. As they should, because he is a fuck off, okay? But that motherfucker was scared. I never seen somebody switch a subject and run out the house so damn fast. Like, oh, so when are they coming? Now. Oh my God. Oh, I have to go get food. I'm so hungry. I have to eat. Where's the food? No, I gotta go. I'm like, damn, what the hell is going on right now? So, yeah, he made it out before they got there. So their parents come, and Amanda is there too. And they're talking about, Aubrey being in the hospital and it's a feeding tube. See, I finally wrote it. Yay me. Yay me. All right. And her mom was like, I want you to just rest. Let Amanda help you. Let me help you. And then she went and, put her to bed and helped her get into bed and the hugs and the kisses and all that stuff. So, yeah, she's still in pain because obviously she probably got, stitches or staples or whatever the hell it is that they do. I think has it been so long now? I just had surgery in 2014. I think I had staples and stitches for my abdominal surgeries. So, yeah, that hurts. All right. All right. Now, skip it to Malik's party, where all of the fuckery happens. All right. So everybody's coming in, and everybody's happy. Everybody's got the gifts and all that stuff, and the kids. Bree has like all of these bouncy houses or whatever. Because first it looked like a damn cafeteria. Dungeon sort of room. Well, I guess it was sky blue. Maybe not a dungeon, but 'twas not particularly fancy in the little party area, but in the back looked so fun, like so many different kinds of bouncy houses and stuff. And because they're little people, because the things all say for children only, even though I did see Wooda big ass on there too, playing with the kids, but all of them are little. So, whatever. They seemed to be able to just get on it and play, and it was cool. So they were having a ball. They get off that. They're back into the little party area where the food and the juices, the drinks and everything. And then the Drummond twins come in. The ugly-ass, flying monkey-ass bitches come in. And I'm sitting there wondering, where the kids at? See, I was very interested, much like my husband, like when he said they got kids, I wanted to know if the kids were hideously ugly as well. But I didn't see any kids. I didn't see any children I could have made fun of. Because I'm wondering, do I even need to be making fun of kids? Well, I probably wouldn't have made fun of them. I might have just said something along the lines of, they look very much like their mother. Okay, that's something that I could say without being disrespectful to children, because that ain't nice. And I want to have kids one day, and I need them to be cute. And it seemed like whenever I talk some shit about somebody, that shit happened to me. So you got to watch yourself. All right. So yeah, they ain't got no kids with them. Juicy wants them to apologize, of course, and I guess they're supposed to do that, right? So then the twins. I can't really tell. Well, actually, you know what? I could tell them apart because one of them said the other one's name at some point. But so I guess it was Hope. She like, Bree. She's like, what? Like, what do you have to drink? What are the drinks? She was like, I have juice boxes. She's like, this is a fucking kids club. Like, why would you think there would be liquor? Because they didn't bring their kids to a kids party. They brought their asses in there to try to get drunk and fight. Ghetto ass nonsense. All right. So Bree is pissed off because they looking for an open bar at a damn kids bouncy house party. And then Hope, the one named Hope, is like, why did I even let y'all talk me into coming here? Why am I here? I could stay my ass at home. So then they sitting there, and the other was saying something, and they Girl, you ain't never lied, blah, blah. And they just talking to each other or whatever. And Amanda is looking at them out the corner of her eye like, ugh. She was like, these two new fucking twins over here laughing and giggling and whispering amongst themselves. She was like, I don't know what they're saying, but I know it ain't nothing good. Exactly. They was there to be tacky and shady. Like, you don't go to a place where you already made a bad impression around people and sit there at a table with other people and only whisper to each other and giggling and shit. That shit is tacky as hell. Then you got the same shitty ass little ugly twin, Hope, talking about, oh, don't drink all your drink because her sister drinking her soda. So we might need it. And I'm pretty sure Money heard it, or at least they edited it to make it seem like Money heard it. And she's looking at them like, whatever. So then the guys and the kids leave. I guess, I don't know if they went outside to play. They left out the room. And as soon as they did that, now this is where I feel like Money was wrong, right? Well, I feel like she's right. Okay, I feel like she's right. But she's wrong. Because she should have, she didn't have to say nothing. She could have just let it go. Those bitches was wrong. Definitely on Money's side about the whole thing. But she could have just not said nothing. Even though they probably would have started the shit anyway. Because that's what they came there for. But she was like, why y'all here? I was like, oh, damn. I would have started moving shit off the table right then. Like that scene in The Color Purple. When that girl was like, you ain't nothing but a big old heifer. And Oprah Winfrey like, I said, fine with me. And then everybody started gonna whoop that ass. All right. She was like, well, I'm just saying, they told me you had kids, but you didn't bring no kids, so I don't understand why you here at a damn kids party without no kids. But Money don't got room to talk either because she also don't got no kids. But she does know everybody else's kids, okay? And these bitches do not. So, yeah, they are irrelevant all around. So let me see. So Money is saying that she thinks that they came for problems because there's no real reason to even be there if you weren't going to bring your kids. The girl was like, well, I didn't want to bring my kids because my kid wouldn't have understood if something would have popped off. And Money is like, what was going to pop off? Like, she's supposed to be there on her best behavior or whatever. They're supposed to be there apologizing, supposedly. All right. So the sister's like, well, you know what? I didn't mean to do what I did. I shouldn't have said that and started all of that mess in front of those people. And for that, I apologize or whatever. And Money was like, oh, okay. So the sister was getting up, and then the other little ugly one, the meaner one, is like, but I still ain't hear no apology that you gave for my sister. And Money like, and you ain't gonna hear no apology. I'm not apologizing to your sister. So we'll be waiting here until they close this place down. If y'all think I'm gonna apologize because I don't think I did nothing wrong. And she like, Charity, you need to take your apology back. Cause and Charity like, you know, you ain't apologized to me. I did my apology I just gave you. I take my apology back. Fuck that apology and fuck that something. Now I'ma tell you. I can't even tell you how many times I rewinded it trying to hear what this mush-mouth bitch said. They are both mush-mouthed. Very, yeah. Hard to. I don't think that a mouth reader, a lip reader. I don't think a lip reader could even read their lips. Like they are weirdly formed, gargoyle type lips. All right. So yeah. Money's like, I'm not gonna do it. And after the girl said, fuck that, whatever it was, could y'all please tell me what she said? If y'all know what she said, okay. Money was like, and everybody's waiting for her to blow up. And she was like, all right, fuck it, I'm good. Whatever. And that got the bitches mad. So she had her soda, and then you see Bree and Juicy is like next to her, and they're like, no, girl. She was like, I'm not gonna do. I'm just drinking my soda. But at that point, I guess the twins might have thought she was gonna throw something at them or some shit. And Hope was like, well, let me go first, and just started throwing everything, throwing all of the foods, the plates, the drinks, all of this shit, all that money. At some point, very early on. Some came and missed money, and then she hit something back, and then it was just like, I guess a little throwing fest. Then the girls is getting off their chair because they try to do that shit, and they want to do that shit and then run the fuck out. Everybody's holding money back over here, and they over there. Money breaks out of that shit. She over at the door, but she ain't punching them in the head or going on them. She like, get y'all asses out, get the fuck out. So she's pushing on them, and they leave. And when they leave, and they don't mess with twins. Don't mess with twins. And, some other muffled monkey talk nonsense. Is it obvious to anybody else that they specifically, besides me and Money, apparently, that them bitches came there specifically for that shady shit? They just wanted to throw shit, and that's what they didn't bring the kids because they knew it was going to be some ghetto ratchetness going down because they were going to be the ones doing it. And this whole don't mess with the twins, I hope nobody don't mess with y'all asses no more. You shouldn't have came on acting like a jackass. You might have been able to stay on the damn show and make you some money. But everybody hates you. So unless Juicy's gonna keep on being your friend and only hang out with y'all separately from everybody else, then I don't fucking see it for you ugly ass bitches. And it's good for you with y'all ugly troll walking asses. That's right, I said it. And I don't even care. All right, so Juicy's standing there, she's trying to calm Money down, but Money like, look, I know I'm working on being calm, but it don't just happen like out of the blue, like one day, like, oh, I never get angry no more. So basically, it's levels to this shit, all right? And I can understand that. But they're not there no more. She can just calm it down. So they go back in. It's food on the floor, the juice, the soda, everything is spilled. The cake is ruined. So I don't know if the cake was pre-cut and they just started picking up pieces and throwing it. I don't know, because she said the cake is ruined. It looked like it was cut pretty neatly, as a matter of fact. So I'm wondering exactly what happened to the cake. So outside of maybe it being pre-cut so people could just get slices and people maybe picking up pieces and throwing them, I don't know how a neatly cut cake could be ruined. Yeah. So there's that. But Bree is mad as hell, and she's mad at Juicy and Money. She was like, I don't even know how they could, look at themselves in the mirror after this bullshit, what they did to my motherfucking baby's party. So everybody mad. Minnie is mad. She was like, these are grown ass fucking women. Y'all just destroyed a little kid's party, like a little kid. And Amanda's like, this is a fucking 3-year-old's party. Like this ridiculous bullshit. Like, who's really the motherfucking 3-year-old in this bitch? Yeah. Them two ugly little bitches. That's who. Oh, they so ugly. They so ugly and so messy. And I'm so. Bree is like, you know what? This right here is why I don't just invite anybody to my son's parties, because I only want to invite people that are coming for him. That's why I invited you guys here. But you know what? I'm so fucking mad about this shit. I'm going to get my son and we're going to go and have fun, and I'm going to spend the day with him doing things that are going to be about him, and whatever y'all do, I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. And walked out the motherfucking door. She's like, that shit is motherfucking ridiculous. And they're like, calling her back or whatever. And that's how this episode ended. Okay, so let me see. What happened in this MFN episode? Okay. The recap is the parents are there. I cannot wait for them to get into Chris's ass because I don't like him. Andrea had her baby. The baby appears to be okay and healthy. Amanda seems to have softened up a little bit on her sister. There's tons of talk about the damn twins. So Money and Juicy made up, or she apologized. Juicy told the twins that she don't like the shit that happened and all of that. So I'm here for everybody trying to come to Money's aid, because this shit was out of line, like so disrespectful. This party at the motherfucking end, these mushmouth bitches came in that bitch to destroy this girl's baby birthday party. They didn't give a fuck about her baby birthday party. Very disrespectful, completely and totally out of line, and they did it on purpose. Like, it was premeditated, it was pre-motherfucking planned. And I just want to know, please somebody tell me, do these bitches have teeth? Do they have teeth? Because it seems like your mouth don't do the things they mouth does. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody mouth move like that with teeth. You know what I mean? So are their lips so much farther away from their teeth that they move about freely? You don't even see their teeth like when they're talking. Like, okay, like if I talk, then I can't even talk without you seeing my teeth. All right. I don't know how two people could talk without you ever seeing their teeth. I'm just saying that if you're gonna be on TV and you don't have any actual teeth, get you some dentures. Okay. Use that check for that. I am not here to be listening to a bunch of monkey gumming bitches. Okay. Keep your monkey gums to yourself. I'm not here for it. So I hope, well, shit, I can see on the next episode that they still going to be on the show, but I hope they don't get too much more airtime, just enough for them to get some false teeth. If they do actually have teeth or have falsies in, they need bigger ones. Bigger ones. They need horse teeth. They need them to be like this thick as hell. Yeah, I need them to stick out from your lip so that people can notice them, okay? So then you could just be monkeys and not monkey gums, okay? Got it? Anyhow, if you agree with my review, recap, and/or commentary, let me know down in the comments. If you do not agree with anything that I said, let me know down in the comments, okay? Be respectful though, please. And whatever, I mean, I guess that's it. Oh, and the questions, whatever the hell it was that I asked y'all. Oh, what was the thing that she had said when she said, fuck that apology and fuck that? Yeah, I don't know what she said. And I asked another question. Yeah, if you know the answer to the questions, please let me know that down in the comments as well. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to watch my channel. While you're at it, swing by and check out my previous video. If you're into prettying yourself up and beautifying, go and check out my natural hair and beauty channel.
What are you gonna do about it? He lunged at me with all the anger and fervor.
I also have a fitness channel where I share free workouts if that's something that you've been looking for.